Welcome to this yoga practice to lighten the heaviness. This is for a day when you might be feeling just a heavy heart. Maybe you've got a lot going on and it's weighing on you, or maybe it's even just the heaviness of the world or heavy energy. So we're going to really be opening up the heart space and moving through really sweet, feel-good movements. This is not a vinyasa flow, so it's for all levels, and you can really just enjoy this juicy stretching and give yourself some love to feel lighter. It's one of my favorite things about practicing yoga is it just gives me this feeling of lightness, almost like floatiness. So I hope that you can find that today through this practice. We're going to start in a kneeling position, just making your way down into a child's pose. And really take this moment to ground down. Maybe it feels good to have your knees wide apart or really close together. Just do what feels good here and tuck your chin so the back of the neck can be long. And I invite you to just allow yourself to be exactly as you are, whatever feelings you have going on. Try not to resist them. Try not to feel that you should be a different way or feel a different way. Just meet yourself exactly where you are in this moment. And now come into your breath. Taking long, slow breaths. And then here in your child's pose, you can interlace the hands behind your lower back and find a shoulder stretch. So reaching the knuckles to the sky. And from there, start to round the back of your neck and roll up to an upright position. Open up, lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then exhale to come back down to that child's pose. Good. Inhale, lift up. Squeeze the shoulder blades, find that open heart, and exhale to bow forward. And again, lift it up, open, and bow forward. Good, and then lifting up one more time. And this time just exhale to release the arms and give your shoulders a little roll. Good. And then bring the hands in front of you, knees under the hips, and start to engage your core muscles. So pull your lower belly in, pull your lower rib cage in to support that spine, and you can walk it back into a plank position. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, lift the hips and move it back into downward facing dog. Your first downward dog, so just maybe take a moment to pedal out the feet, bend one knee and then the other. Taking some deep breaths. From your downward dog now, roll forward through the spine and then start to drop the hips, staying strong through your core muscles to support your back into a floating upward dog, so you're on the toes here. And then from there, push it back into downward dog. Again, with your breath, inhale, roll forward, open up the heart space. And exhale, lift the hips, push it back, downward dog. And last time, bring it forward, inhale, open up that chest. And exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Good, take this moment to reset. Walk your feet a little wider apart. And then reach your right hand back for your left ankle or calf and take a twist. Breathing into that twist. And on an exhale, come out, ready for the other side. Left hand reaches for your right ankle. Use that hand to pull you around into this twist. Twists can be so rejuvenating, so refreshing. On this exhale, bring it out and come down onto your knees and just take a child's pose again. Take that little pause. And then in this position, we'll just stretch out the wrists. So bring the backs of the hands in front of you. And then the palms down away from you with the fingers inwards. So you feel that stretch in the undersides of the wrists. Good. And then lifting up into this low kneeling position. Step your left foot forward. So you're in a low lunge. And as you inhale now, stretch your arms up, finding your balance. And we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Take a breath in, fill the chest with breath. And then as you exhale, sweep the arms forward, bring the palms together in front of you. Inhale, stretch up, open the chest, and squeeze the shoulder blades together, bend the elbows. 2 more times, sweep it forward, and then lift it up, bend the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and bow forward. Good, now reaching up once again, and you can reach down with your right arm for that right thigh, or maybe you can even reach for your right calf and sink the hips lower for more of a twisted back bend. Good, and there, coming out, windmill the arms and bring the fingertips either side of that front foot. We'll just slide it back into our Ardha Hanumanasana, the hamstring stretch. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Really bring that length into the back of the left leg. I really find when I'm having a sense of heaviness, sometimes it's heaviness in the body. And when we stretch and let go of that tension, we can feel a lot lighter. So now you can bring that knee forward and just bring it back into your kneeling position, and we'll do that on the other side. So stepping forward on that right foot, keeping strong through your Mula Bandha, the pelvic floor, and then reaching up with the arms into your lifted low lunge. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, open up the chest. Exhale, bow forward, sweep the arms forward. Like you're sweeping in that light and that energy that you need. And lifting it up again. Good, now bring it up that last time and reach down with that left arm towards your thigh or even towards your calf into almost a camel variation. So you're really opening up the chest here. And on an exhale, bring it out, and we'll bring it back into this low kneel. So now we've really warmed up the spine, we can start to go into a bit of a deeper back bend here. This is camel pose, Ustrasana, so it's such a sunshine-filled, light pose. It's like a back bend surprise birthday party. So start to tuck your tailbone under and squeeze your glutes so you feel strong around this area, and then bring your hands to your lower back and start to look up. If it feels okay for you, you can drop your head back and bring yourself into this strong heart opener. Push the hips forward. If this is enough, stay here. If you feel able to, you can reach back for your heels. Keep pushing the hips forward, away from the legs. Thumbs on the outside, fingers on the inside. Breathe space into your chest. Puff your chest up with breath. Any intensity that comes up, breathe through it. And then come out the same way you came in. So bring your hands back to your lower back. Find strength and bring your head up last. Good, then just sit back to your heels and take a moment here. So whichever variation you took, this can be a very intense position and a lot of feeling can come up after. So just give yourself a moment to re-acclimatize. Good, so now just bring yourself back to a seated position. Bring your right heel in towards your center. Draw up tall through the spine and then start to reach over towards that left leg. For a side bend, again, side bends really help you to feel so much lighter and so refreshed. Maybe you're up here and that's enough, that's okay. Maybe you can start to reach for your extended foot. Just an option. Don't feel as though you're forcing yourself towards your foot. Really find that space and then it will come with time. Staying with your breath here and then turning towards that extended leg to find more of a forward fold position. Maybe you can get your nose to your knee. And then you can gently bring yourself back up. And we'll take it over. And you can gently bring yourself up. Take your right hand behind you. And we'll come up into a wild thing variation. So you're on the knee and the foot. Reach your top arm behind you. Open up that chest. And then bring it down again. And we'll switch sides. So bring your left heel to the middle. And your right leg will extend. And then you're reaching over maybe just to a gentler side bend or as much as you can, and then start to reach for the foot. Maybe if you can keep both sitting bones down and you can really keep the chest open and you can reach for that foot. Keep trying to open your chest to the sky. And now close it down, looking towards your leg, bowing forward. Maybe your head can come to your knee. Or maybe you're just more up here in a gentle forward lean. And then bring it back up. And move into that wild thing. Lift onto your knee, lift onto your foot. Push the hips forward. Open your chest to the sky. And then bring it down. And bring both feet into the center now. Soles of the feet together. And you can grab onto the feet or the big toes. Start to lengthen up with the crown of the head. And then bow it forward over the legs into a Baddha. And just taking this forward fold to balance out all of the back bends we've done. And if you have lots of time and you would like to go into Shavasana, you can just pause the video now. Otherwise, closing up with me, bring yourself to a seated position. And just find your breath again for another moment. Notice any changes in the way you feel. Maybe you feel a little lighter, maybe you feel a bit refreshed. Maybe that heavy energy doesn't feel so heavy to hold now. And now I invite you to bring your hands to heart center and bow your head. Thank yourself for practicing yoga today. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that your heart is feeling a little less heavy now, and if it is, please let me know in the comments. It would absolutely mean the world to me if this video helped somebody. I hope you have the most beautiful day. Don't forget to subscribe and give the video a like if you have time, and have a beautiful day. I'll see you in the next one.